Hello everyone. Welcome back to Thrive Talk English, a place where learning English is not just about speaking a language, it's about becoming a better and stronger version of yourself. I am Anaya. Once again, today's topic is very important. How to introduce yourself in English. Maybe this has happened to you before. You meet someone new, or you are in a classroom, or maybe you are in a job interview, and in that moment, someone asks you a simple question. Could you please introduce yourself? But when it is time to speak, you suddenly feel nervous. You know everything about yourself, but you're not sure how to start the introduction. The exact sentences don't come out naturally. Your brain starts searching for words. You begin thinking, what should I say first? What should I say next? Am I saying this correctly? And because of that confusion, the introduction becomes uncomfortable. If this has ever happened to you, don't worry. You are not the only one. In fact, this is one of the most common problem English learners face. So, in today's lesson, I will explain a few simple and practical steps. If you follow these steps, it really doesn't matter whether you give your introduction in a classroom, in a meeting, in an interview, or even speaking in front of many people. You will always know exactly what to say. And more importantly, you will be able to introduce yourself clearly, naturally, and confidently. So stay with me until the end. Let's start with the first and most important step. Step 1. Start with a greeting. Every introduction usually begins with a greeting. The greeting you use can change depending on the situation. For example, in informal situations, when you meet someone new, talk to friends, or introduce yourself in a small group, you can say, "Hi everyone," "Hello everyone," "Nice to meet you all." But in formal situations, such as in a school presentation, office meeting, or job interview, it is better to use a more polite greeting. For example, "Good morning everyone," "Good afternoon everyone," "Good evening everyone." After greeting the audience, you can also thank them for the opportunity. For example, "Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself." Or a shorter version, "Thank you for giving me this opportunity." Step 2. Say your name. After greeting the audience, the next step is to tell your name. You can say it in a few simple and natural ways. For example, "Hi everybody, my name is Anaya." "I am Anaya." "This is Anaya." These sentences sound natural and correct in English. But many learners sometimes make this common mistake. "Myself Anaya." This sentence is not correct in English. Instead, it is always better to say, "My name is," or "I am." These are the most natural ways to introduce your name. Step 3. Tell where you are from. After telling your name, the next step is to say where you are from. You can say it in two simple ways. For example, "I am from Pune." I belong to Pune. Both of these sentences are correct and natural in English. Now, sometimes the interview or meeting is happening in the same city where you live. In that case, you can add the word itself. For example, I am from Pune itself. I belong to Pune itself. Here, the word itself shows that the place of the interview and your hometown are the same. Step 4. Talk about your qualification. After telling where you are from, the next step is to talk about your education or qualification. If you have completed graduation, you can say, I am a graduate, or I have done my graduation in English. If you have completed post-graduation, you can say, I am a postgraduate, or I have done my post-graduation in English. If you are still studying, you can say, I am pursuing graduation. I am pursuing B.Tech. And if you are a school student, you can simply say, I am in class 10 or I am in 10th standard. These simple sentences clearly explain your educational background. Step 5. Talk about your skills. After talking about your education, you can also mention any extra skills or courses you have learned. For example, I am currently taking an online spoken English course to improve my communication skills. Mentioning your skills makes your introduction more impressive and professional. Step 6. Talk about your experience. After talking about your skills, you can also mention your work experience. If you have experience, you can say, I have 2 years of experience in web development. I have 3 years of experience in digital marketing. Step 7. Talk about your hobbies. After talking about your experience, you can also mention your hobbies or interests. For example, I love traveling and learning new languages. Or you can say, in my free time, I enjoy traveling and learning new languages. Step 8. Talk about your family. You can also add a short sentence about your family. For example, there are 4 members in my family. My father, my mother, my sister, and me. Step 9. Closing. Finally, you can end your introduction by saying, That's all about me. Thank you. Now I will give you my introduction as an example so you can easily match it with your own information and create your own introduction. Good morning, everyone. My name is Anaya. I am from Pune. I am an English teacher and a working professional. I have completed my post-graduation in English. I have also gained additional skills in digital platforms. I consider myself a hard-working and positive person. In my free time, I love traveling and learning new languages. There are 4 members in my family: my father, my mother, my sister, and me. That's all about me. Thank you. Now, let's understand why introduction is so important. The reason is very simple because the first impression matters a lot. First, a good introduction helps people quickly understand who you are and how confident you are. Second, it shows your communication skills. When you speak clearly and confidently, people see you as professional and capable. Third, it helps you feel more confident. When you already know what to say, you don't feel nervous. Fourth, it helps you in important situations like job interviews, presentations, and meetings. Fifth, a clear introduction makes people more interested in listening to you. And finally, it helps you present yourself in a positive and professional way. That's why learning how to introduce yourself properly can make a big difference in your communication skills. Now it's your turn. Try to create your own introduction using the steps we discussed in this lesson. You can pause the video and practice speaking. Replace my information with your own name, your city, your education, your skills, and your hobbies. The more you practice, the more confident you will become. And remember, confidence comes from practice. After you practice your introduction, write in the comments, "I practiced my introduction today." If you found this lesson helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss our future English learning lessons. Thanks for watching and keep practicing your English every day. See you in the next one.